This is Georgina Gharsallah condensed video part 2 because I totally forgot all the Scottish stuff. You need to see part 1, which will tell you why I came to this conclusion as a possible theory. I'm weighing up between, was she trafficked to a foreign country or was she taken to safety in Scotland? But this is all the stuff that came up which points to Scotland. Okay, so we've got the train station card, and you'll see why. Boat or ship. Barrel. Now I'll just explain why whiskey is made in barrels. Shallow grave. Oh, I forgot to get proof, but the writer of the book and film Shallow Grave is Scottish. Told you this was cryptic. Historical place. Braids and red hair. That's very, very Scottish. Staff, which is what Highland men use to walk around the Highlands. Boat again. Forest, it's very foresty up in the Highlands. The spirit box. We've got village. There's lots of villages in the Highlands. Annie, that's a very Scottish name. Windy, it's very windy up there. In fact, the joke is that strangers to the Scottish Highlands are called blow-ins. We've got Irish as well, so could I be wrong? Could it be Ireland instead? Either way, very similar. Music, it's very important to the Scots and the Irish. Scot, we've actually got the word Scot, although it's a name. Nelly, that can be a Scottish name. Morris is 100% a Scottish name. Marie, kind of pronounced Mari, that is Scottish because my aunt in the Scottish Highlands has that name. Beach, there's a lot of beach in the Highlands. Mountains, obviously. Healing, it's a place where people go to do a lot of healing. Power supply, Scottish power jumped immediately into my mind. Statues or monuments. Lighthouse, lots of lighthouses. Green eyes, that's a popular eye colour in Scotland and Ireland. Light skin, we're known for having extremely light skin. This said, you can't really see it, but winged seer. Now seers, they go back centuries. It's just a different name for psychic, which is where I get my abilities from, my ancestors, the seers. There's kind of mermaid myth in Scotland. I can't remember what they're called for the life of me now. Not kelpies. Yes, they are kelpies. They're horses, but they're half woman. I'm sure it's kelpies. I'll look that up. And this was the card that jumped straight out at me. Fairy of the Highlands, it's time to be brave. And there's a Highland woman with a sword and tartan. Boot. Now you'll see how relevant this is to me, which is why I thought, oh my God, is she in Scotland? Unicorn, that is the national animal of Scotland. There you go, national animal of Scotland, unicorn. This is my family clan motto. Danger is sweet, with an actual boot on it, which is why I was like, oh, is this to do with Scotland? Statues and monuments. There's a lot of these Norse statues in the Highlands. and these are based on the Callanish chess pieces. Talking of Callanish, these are the monuments in the Hebrides, the Isle of Lewis, which is where my family are from. So these are monuments, and my family actually has its own standing stone. King's Own Scottish Borderers, and their symbol is boots. So that's a military branch. I found this, which is whiskey, which is advertised with boots next to it. While Marie is not a traditional Scottish name, it's the French form of Mary, which has a Scottish Gaelic equivalent, Mari. While Nellie is not exclusively a Scottish name, it has been used in Scotland, often as a diminutive or nickname for Eleanor, for names like Helen or Eleanor. My grandma's middle name was Eleanor. Yes, Morris is a Scottish name. I wanted to know if there was a direct boat route from Sussex to Scotland. There's not, but the most common and efficient way to travel between the two is by train, and I had the train cards. And people don't believe this, but I found this out during the Corrie McKee case. They know you don't need a passport to go on a boat. You can actually get to Holland, which is where I believe he is, by boat without a passport. It says it's a good idea to take one just in case you're asked for proof, but you don't actually have to have one to go on boat, which is ridiculous. So, is she in Scotland? Or Ireland? I mean, who's going to think to look for her there? There's obviously a reason all this came up, all this Scottish stuff. Like I said in my other video, she could pass as a Scottish or Irish girl if she lightened up her olive skin with pale makeup. Is this where she's been taken for protection? You know, is it more far-fetched than the trafficked or MURDER theory? I don't think so, and I haven't heard anyone else mention this. And you know, the Highlands, they're so remote, with crofts, little cottages dotted around miles apart, that she could be living in one and no one would know. So anyway, please watch video number 1, as that shows everything else I got and my explanation of my theory. But I just realised I totally forgot all these Scottish cards.